We begin in the MLS, where New York City FC has all the makings of a champion this year, their 5th season in existence. We go inside the locker room for more on Wednesday night's draw. Check this out. Sean Johnson would not be fooled a second time. NYCFC's keeper guessed wrong on an early penalty by Toronto, but rebounded on a second attempt to preserve a 1-1 draw Wednesday night at Yankee Stadium.
It's very similar to what you'll see in a lot of playoff games, an open game, chances on both ends. It wasn't easy to play, a lot of running for the guys, a lot of emotion in the game. So just a preview of maybe what's to come down the road, but I think the guys, like you've seen tonight, are ready.
The game ended in stoppage time on a controversial decision not to review a play in the penalty box.
I personally thought, contact to a player's neck or face is a red card, and it's a reviewable play. But I guess Penzo didn't see it that way. Didn't see it as a play that should be reviewed by VAR.
5 games left in the regular season for first place NYCFC, starting Saturday with San Jose at the Big Ballpark in the Bronx. NYCFC back in action tomorrow. I'm excited for the playoffs, Rena. Watching you. To American football, could things get any worse for the New York Football Jets? First, they blow it this past Sunday in the opener at MetLife Stadium, and now this. Don't expect to see signal caller Sam Darnold for quite some time. This is the opinion of Dr. David Chow, the former Chargers team physician who operates the website ProFootballDoc.com after the Jets quarterback was diagnosed with mono. Cool article in the New York Post this morning detailing all of this. The Jets have ruled out their second-year QB for Monday night's game against the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, head coach Adam Gase acknowledged the quarterback could miss several weeks. The article in the Post says a timeline starts at 4 to 6 weeks for Darnold. Huge blow for the Jets, who had made a move with the New England Patriots earlier in the week, acquiring wide receiver Demaryius Thomas after the Pats signed Antonio Brown. Backup Trevor Siemian will start on Monday Night Football. As for their neighbors, the Giants will get MetLife Stadium first, taking the field this Sunday to host Buffalo. The 1 p.m. matchup should serve as much more of a true litmus test for this season. The Bills are more on the G-men's level than Dallas, and the outcome could play a major role in determining when quarterback of the future, Daniel Jones, makes his debut as the starter. I'll take the Browns on Monday Night Football against the Jets, while I think the Giants get their first win of the season against the Bills. On the baseball diamond, the New York Yankees swept their doubleheader in Detroit yesterday, but the team with the most injuries in baseball might be looking at more for Edwin Encarnacion and Gary Sanchez. In the opener, Edwin homered for the 4th time in 8 games since returning from the injured list, then left in the 5th inning with a strained left oblique muscle. Sanchez aggravated his groin in the doubleheader, actually trying to steal a base. Bombers won the opener 10-4 in Game 2, 6-4. Nonetheless, the first-place Bombers are inching closer to clinching. That should come on their final homestand. There is some good injury news, though, for the Yanks. Ace Luis Severino and slugger Giancarlo Stanton are expected to return for the final homestand. Still, the recent loss of Tauchman, Hicks, and potentially Encarnacion and Sanchez seems like a lot. Hopefully, the latter two will be short-term and ready for the postseason. How about some kudos for the Yanks ace this season, Domingo Germán? He now has 18 wins. Pretty impressive. The Amazons also swept on Thursday. The Mets hit a team mark 6 dingers and routed the Arizona Diamondbacks 11-1 for a 4-game sweep. Juan Lagares hit a grand slam and a 2-run shot as the club set that team record. Gotta love Mets rookie sensation Pete Alonso. Alonso shaved his stash in-game in an effort to shake a slump, but it didn't work. But you still got to love the effort. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. Marc Gasol netted 33 points and Ricky Rubio dished out 12 assists as Spain came from behind to beat Australia 95-88 in a double overtime thriller and reach Sunday's Basketball World Cup final. The U.S. and Serbia have already been eliminated. Kobe Bryant said USA men's basketball faces a huge challenge and dismissed any excuse of the top NBA superstars passing on the World Cup, noting that the 2008 Redeem Team had a tough final against Spain. Kobe said the 1992 Dream Team days are over, and Team USA winning it all is no longer as automatic as it once was. Love this story. Browns wide receiver Odell Beckham may be wearing a watch on the field against the Jets this Monday, but he won't be able to spend much time admiring it if he follows through with his plan to keep an eye out for dirty hits. Beckham said on Thursday that he is going to be looking out for cheap shots and dirty hits because Greg Williams is the team's defensive coordinator. Beckham said that Williams likes to teach those kinds of plays and that Williams targeted him when he was running the Cleveland defense during a preseason game a couple of years ago. $190,000 watch, some tough comments, and mono for Sam Darnold. Can't wait for Monday Night Football. Our Bronx State cameras got you covered. Speaking of wide receivers, Antonio Brown has been accused of raping his former trainer in a lawsuit. And in other baseball news, reigning NL MVP Christian Yelich is out for the season with a knee injury, while the two-way phenom Shohei Ohtani is also done for the year with a knee injury, too. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for another tribute to 9/11, this one with a Pete Alonso twist. Pete Alonso is the man. Alonso ordered custom 9/11 cleats for all of his New York Mets teammates to wear during Wednesday night's game at Citi Field as a way to commemorate the victims and first responders from that tragic day 18 years ago. The 24-year-old rookie slugger originally wanted to do custom hats featuring the FDNY and NYPD, but the league shot that idea down. Crazy. It's not the first time that's happened as well. Baseball didn't know about the cleats. The Mets players wore them anyway. That's truly awesome. Alonso, who was in the first grade and living in Tampa when the tragedy occurred, said the cleats were a gift to his teammates. He went around and found out their brands and shoe sizes, and thanks a lot to a lot of different people, they got them done just in time for the game. Open quote, "I've just been thankful and gracious for this opportunity," close quote. Alonso said, open quote, "For me, this season has been an absolute fantasy. I just want to give back. I want to help. I don't want to be known as just a good baseball player. I want to be known as a good person too," close quote. Fittingly, the Mets shut out Arizona by 9 runs and 11 hits on Wednesday night. Amazing job by the Polar Bear. MLB takes some notes. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.